So I've got Joe at Get Your Tips Out who provides daily horse racing tips. And when I was speaking in the betting community to quite a few people for people who try to predict obviously horses that are going to win the race, quite a few of them said that the horses that have travelled the longest to the race course is a key factor for them. Is this something that influences yourself with you choosing tips and predictions of winning a race?
Yeah, it's something you have to look at. But again, this definitely comes back to price. If they've if and to be honest, also how many runners they have at that track. So if they're travelling a long way and they've got two or three runners, then I don't see it as significant as if they're travelling all 400 miles or whatever it is for one runner. Um, but I know a lot of people like this angle, and some people sort of back it blind. But like most of these factors, they all integrate with each other. So it's something I will look at and be aware of, but not something I will look at on a daily basis.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you said, if they've got a sole runner at a certain racetrack and they're
Mm.
traveling 400 miles, that's kind of why are they traveling so far for that
Mm.
one runner, for that one kind of horse to travel that
Yeah,
distance. You're kind of thinking they must think it's got a good chance, otherwise they'd go to the local racetrack. But
yeah,
like you said, if you've got four or five, sometimes I'm trying to pick out which one or two of those four to five that trainer think, because
yeah,
to share the kind of horse boxing travelling up, the others might just be there just to get a run into him. They feel that they might run well at the track, but
yeah.
realistically, there's probably only one or two within that kind of pack that they feel's got a chance. So it's trying to
That,
unfold which one the trainer thinks has got a best chance.
that's it. So you sort of check it, and then you look at the market, and then normally that will give you an indication. If you're early enough, you can still sort of get some value, but it will all come down to the price. Yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to know which horses have travelled the furthest for today's racing, check the link in the description where Joe gets every single horse that's travelled over 200 miles for each racehorse that's travelled to the racecourse that's travelled that distance. Sometimes it might give you a few suggestions that you might feel there's some value in the betting market.